Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I'm filming another video with our leased 2018 Mazda CX-5. Now today's video, as you can probably guess either by the title or my surroundings, it has snowed quite a bit here in Chicago. And so today we're going to be talking about the Mazda CX-5 and how it does in the snow. So really this is sort of an extended review, if you will, of the CX-5 because it is our car. I can test it in these situations. So the first thing to note right off the bat about this particular CX-5 is that it is the all-wheel drive version. It has a 2.5 liter inline 4, it's automatic, but the big talking point is that all-wheel drive that it comes with. Now, it's not all-wheel drive all the time. It does have the ability to split the power, and most of the time when you're just driving around, it is front-wheel drive to save fuel. Sending power to all four wheels all the time really drains the fuel, and so to get better fuel economy, it really only uses the front. And with that, so far so good. I took it out last night in essentially a blizzard, and it did great. I was flooring it. I was, taking corners, braking, and it felt really solid in the snow. Granted, I come from driving, my daily driver is a Pontiac, and that has no ABS or traction control, and of course my RX-7 doesn't have ABS, traction control, airbags, or all-wheel drive. It has nothing. So coming from that sort of background, it definitely is quite a treat to drive this thing in the snow. I texted my friends last night after I got out of the car that driving this car in the snow feels like you have cheat codes on in a video game. It's really that good. If you guys are really interested in learning more about the all-wheel drive system of the CX-5, Mazda actually has a little part on their website. I'll link it down below if you do want to learn about the CX-5's all-wheel drive system. The ride height also helps out a lot. Now let's talk about the instrument cluster, because there's actually sort of a winter light that comes on. If you'll notice, there's a blue thermometer logo that comes up. That's when you start the car and the car is cold and it isn't up to operating temperature yet. Now, when I tested this earlier today, as you can see, I'll show the footage here, but it was about 34, 35 degrees, and it took a little over 5 minutes to fully get up to operating temperature when it was sitting at idle. Obviously, when you drive the car, it'll warm up quicker. But that being said, it is a really nice feature. It lets you know that you shouldn't really beat on the engine, you shouldn't floor it when that little icon is up. It doesn't mean you can't drive the car, it doesn't prohibit you from driving the car, but what it does do is it just lets you know that the engine isn't fully up to operating temperature yet. The other thing with the instrument cluster is I actually got a warning light when I was driving it last night. The right gauge pod completely changed to a warning because the front radar cruise control sensor had actually been frozen over. So I'll show a little video of it. It actually froze over the radar. So that's something to look out for. All you have to do is get out and wipe the sensor off. Or if you're driving along and that warning comes up like I was, it just means that you can't use your radar cruise control or anything related to the radar, which isn't that big of a deal. As long as you're not on the highway using radar cruise control, you're pretty much fine. I just thought it was an interesting thing to point out is that if it does become blocked, if the radar does become blocked, the car will let you know. Other than that, we do have a heated seat option. We did option that when we picked up this car. Really comes in handy. Although we don't have the steering wheel warmer, I drove a 2018 Mazda 3 that had the steering wheel warmer. That is a nice treat, but we do have the heated seats. They have 3 settings. And the third setting is really, really aggressive. I was driving it the other night, like I said, and I had it up on 3, and I had to turn it down to 2. That's really how hot it gets. All in all, I just wanted to really update you guys on the Mazda CX-5. I know some people were asking if there have been any updates with the CX-5, and no, it's been a great daily driver. Nothing really to show now. It has 2,886 miles on it now, so we have been driving it a fair amount. Supposedly, as we're told by the dealer, we should be getting Apple CarPlay sometime in January. We'll have to make an appointment for that. And that is where the entire center screen is going to get swapped out for a new one that should be compatible with Apple CarPlay. So I'll make a whole video about that when that comes, but our dealer said look for January slots. They'll start retrofitting the 2018s with the CarPlay. I believe the 2019s come with the Apple CarPlay, which is super nice. But yeah, I'll update you guys on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video of the Mazda CX-5. So far, so good. It's been great in the winter. Nothing to complain. And if it wasn't doing great, I would tell you guys. But really, it's all-wheel drive. It has ABS. It has traction control. It's really, this is a very, very ideal car for the winter time. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.